This is David Conway. I'm here with Laurel Peltier down in Annapolis, and Laurel is one of our key senior volunteers here. And Laurel, I'm trying to understand what this Energy Assistance Protection Act is all about. Maybe you can shed a little light on it for us.
You got it. Thanks. So, about 20 years ago, our state deregulated energy, which sounds so wonky, but it actually impacted all of us a lot. And I think everybody is aware. They might come to your door, knock, 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 knock. They might be calling you all the time right now saying,
Hmm.
hey, we're going to save all this money if you switch from your utility, say BG&E, to us. It's all going to be great.
And a lot of us have seen that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And many, many people have switched. So, about 4 years ago, during my reporting, I worked for a paper. I noticed some BG&E bills that the rates were really, really high.
Mhm.
So I dove into the story, and what I learned is that it's very tricky. Consumers, on the whole, we don't know our energy bills very well.
Right. Right.
There's not a lot of advertising, so we don't know rates.
Hmm.
We're actually not even that familiar with what a kilowatt hour
I don't
is.
think we pay that much attention, Laurel.
No,
Actually.
people just look at the pay the bill and off we
Right.
go. And the challenge is there are 60 suppliers now in Maryland,
Hmm.
and they have pretty tricky contracts. And when you jump from, say, your regulated utility into this deregulated world, you're on your own. And uh, federal data has proven that people are paying really high rates,
Okay.
and they don't know about it.
Right.
So there can be a lot of problems from that.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. So, give us an idea of what some of the situations that you've encountered as it relates to the problems many people are having with this.
Well, it kind of comes into really two big problems right now.
Okay.
One is we don't have a lot of state reporting. We have we have bibbles and bobbles and pockets of different data that suggests things really aren't going well. We also have in the other 14 states, they have a lot of good data.
Hmm.
And one of the bills right now is the Energy Supplier Reporting Act, which is let's just run really solid data. What on the whole, across the state, there's 500,000 homes that have switched to deregulated energy. That's 20% of the state. This
Wow.
is not a small problem. What are they actually paying? We think we really know, but let's verify it. And then you really get to problem number two, which is if you're a home, a household who's pretty strapped for cash and you're fairly low income, if your energy bills, which are big to begin with, in the state of Maryland, they can be as high as $2,000.
Hmm.
If those are have more money added onto it from these kind of price premiums that people are unwittingly paying, a lot of times they get in trouble and they go to the state for energy assistance.
Hmm.
And that's really the last household in the state that you would want to have higher prices.
Right.
The Electric Choice Act was intended to make things better and
Right.
lower the rates.
Hmm.
And actually, what the data is suggesting is the opposite has happened.
Wow.
So, another bill is called the Energy Assistance Protection Act. And that's just like many other states have just said this isn't working for these folks on energy assistance. So, let's just make sure they're paying utility rates and keep them on utilities,
Okay.
if that made sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I can imagine how complicated it is for the average person out here, who's trying to navigate this.
It is. And really, people ask me all the time, what should I do? Check your bill. It really pays to either check your bill, but
Please.
also if you're confused, like I've worked with a lot of seniors, and just ask somebody and or call into your utility and say, what rates am I paying and where in my bill would I
Hmm.
find these rates?
Hmm.
Am I even on a supplier? So there's kind of two aspects here. One is really putting some guardrails so
Hmm.
that consumers are better protected. And
Hmm.
secondly, it's getting consumers engaged that this is actually a bill that you should know more about.
Right, 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 right. Well, you've done a great job at educating
Ah,
us on that,
thanks.
so we thank you very, very
Yeah,
much.
making energy interesting. It's not easy.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.